The top 5 blue chip stocks to study and see if it might be something you're interested in investing your money in. So, what are blue chips? Well, they have the highest value, is if you will. So, it's a select group of stocks that have established a safe that have been established as safe, and they're dividend payers. And as a beginner investor, you might like to have a little, be given a little money back along with your stock growth. So if you're looking for dividends, this might be something you want to look into, blue chip stocks. And they are often market leaders because they're blue chips, and they have a long history of paying dividends and rising dividends. So if they're giving you 1% this year, maybe the next year they give you 1.5, and it keeps on increasing. So, and if you wanted to know what dividend achievers are, they're separated into 3 lists. There's dividend achievers. That's stocks that have 10 years or more of giving you, the investor, dividends, and they have rising dividends. So dividend achievers are 10 years plus. Dividend aristocrats, like, that's pretty easy to say. Aristocrats, like a king and a queen and the duchess, like Harry and Meghan, obviously have lots of money, and kings and queens have been in the business a long time. So aristocrats, they have 25 plus years of rising dividends. And dividend kings, of course, a king, he's a king because he's older, and it's 50 plus years of rising dividends, which means gives the investors increasing percentage back. So if you started out with 1%, $1 a year, in the next 5 years, it could go to $2 a year and $2.50. So it just keeps rising. So, okay, so I will give you a sample of some of my favorite 10 blue chip buys that you might want to look at today. So my mom is older, and she is always needing her prescription drugs. So one of the places that you probably don't even know that you can invest in is Walgreens. How many times do you go to Walgreens for toilet paper, toothpaste, shavers, some liquor, some hair dye? So Walgreens, the company is called Walgreens Boots Alliance. So that's his official stock name. And the ticker symbol you can look up is WBA. And if you're a beginner investor, Robinhood is super easy platform to just begin and learn on. And you also get 1 free stock. Check out my link below. And it gives you a dividend yield of a whopping 4.8%. Like everyone's, tripping to go buy Coca-Cola right now and Coca-Cola, last time I checked, only gives you, let me type it in. Coca-Cola symbol is KO. Coca-Cola, which I love my Coca-Cola. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Their dividend is 3.49. So that's why I'm highlighting Walgreens, because you get a whopping 4.8% dividend, which is more money. So when you're a beginner investor, you might not have as much money as someone else. So you say if you're starting with $1,000, you want to go, where can I put my money and park it and make it grow? So check out Walgreens Boots Alliance, and they have a $33 billion market capitalization. That's amazing. And it's also it has stores in 25 countries. And they're a pharmacy retailer, which I like because everyone needs to go get a prescription drug now and then, especially with this coronavirus. Everyone is probably getting, like over the counter and under the counter, and getting everything at Walgreens that you can possibly get is amazing. And let's see. So that's something that I really think that you might love to research and see if it's interesting to you. So that's Walgreens. And then let me see. I want to give you some that you might be familiar with. Some of these you may not be familiar with. But you've all heard of the commercials. Prudential Financial. So Prudential Financial, the ticker symbol is PRU. P as in Paul, R as in Rich, and U as in Unicorn. Their dividend yield is 7.8%. 2%. That's almost double most of the people stocks. And they have 10 years of consecutive increases. And they have 1.5 trillion in assets under management. And everyone's talking about tech stocks because tech stocks like Amazon and Microsoft and Facebook, because they can, in their $1 trillion, you know, earnings sector that everyone's, so excited about to just go. Prudential has 1.5 trillion in assets under their management. And they do stuff like life insurance, annuities, retirement related services, which everyone needs to think about retirement. If you don't, I never did. And that's why I'm here, as a female, trying to teach other females to go study and learn, and other minorities or underserved or people that just never was told about investing, to go educate yourself and learn as much as you can and be excited about it. So check out Prudential, and then let me see what other ones that I want to tell you about. Some of them just you may have heard or you haven't heard, so I kind of want to hit those that you. All right, so this one is interesting. Most of them are just they're in the kind of insurance stuff. So the Unnum Group, Birdie Num Nums. Remember that movie, The Party? I love that movie so much. So the Unnum Group reminds me of a Birdie Num Nums with Peter Sellers and The Party. I loved it. So this is ticker symbol UNM, and it has a dividend yield of 6.9 and has 12 years of consecutive increases. And it's an insurance holding company. And so it's in the UK, Poland. And see, most of these are pretty dry that you wouldn't think you'd get so excited about, but and some of them, other ones are banks. So how about this one? Yes, let's go with it. A Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. I'm really finding it interesting that Canada's banks seem to be given a lot of love in the blue chip area over our American banks. So this one has 10 years of consecutive increases, which we love. Consistency. The company's sound and has been giving love back to their investors with dividend yields of 6.3%. And it's a global financial institution. Obviously, it does banking and provides financial services to both individuals, small businesses, corporations, and their big institutional clients. And it's the Canada market. And let's see. And there is the Bank of Nova Scotia is very popular as well. So Bank of Nova Scotia, it has 10 years of consecutive increases, and the dividend yield is 6.4%. And let's see what other one I wanted to tell you about. AT&T. Now, everyone needs a phone, and you're either Verizon or AT&T, but you probably didn't know AT&T has 36 years of consecutive increases, and the dividend yield is 7.0%. And I find it interesting because it also branched off, and it's dipping into Time Warner area. So I really love it. I am a stock owner, and it doesn't cost too much to get in there, and it gives you some love back. So dividend yield 7.0. And let's see what other one I want to tell you about before we jump off. Now this one is very interesting. Universal Corporation, UVV. You probably never heard of it. I've never heard of it either. But I just wanted to let you know it has 50 years. 50. That's 5 zeros. People. It's very rare these days that a couple, whatever kind of couple, a traditional couple, whatever. How many people can stay together for 50 years? What business can stay that long? That is amazing. Amazing length. And the dividend yield is 7.5%. This is probably the highest one I've told you so far. And it's the world's largest leaf tobacco exporter. And it's a wholesale purchaser, and they also process tobacco. And a little interesting note, obviously, since it's 50 years ago, it was founded in 1886, and it's located in Richmond, Virginia. And its market capitalization is 1.11 billion. And I think I'm going to be loving that one. I did buy some smokes today, but I bought my Philip Morris smokes because it has Marlboro. As much, I'm not a smoker, but I see so many people smoking, and when you're stressed out, people start smoking. And even if you don't want to smoke, if you're not a smoker, you feel like smoking. So that one I thought was really, really interesting. And here's another one that has 50 years of consecutive increases. Probably at 5 now or 6. The Ultra Group stock symbol M as my name, Mighty, and Merlin, and an O as an octopus. It's another 50 years of consecutive increases. So really do encourage you to look at those companies that have been around a long time. And this dividend yield is 8.2%. And it's another tobacco business, and it holds the Marlboro cigarette brand. So, and it also has non-smokable brands like the Skull. A lot of people do chewing tobacco, and I do like that it has a stake in Anheuser-Busch and Michelle Wine. So that's interesting to me. It's known as the legendary dividend stocks because it is one of the dividend kings. So that's why I mentioned that one. And in the first quarter of 2020, which is this year, the revenue increased 15% to over $5 billion. We were stressed out, and everyone was smoking up a chimney, literally smoking up a chimney. So I know I live by a park here in Los Angeles, and everyone was just smoking, and I just wish people would not throw their cigarettes on the ground. Please put them out. I have a dog and I walk her, and every time I walk, I'm always stamping out cigarettes that are still lit up. So, but for a stock investor, the bottom line is money and grow your money. So I hope you enjoy those, and I will, of course, will give you more good stuff. And thank you for listening to the podcast. And once again, I'm not a financial stock advisor. These are my opinions, and I encourage you to research, study, and learn, and always seek a licensed financial broker before you make a decision, or if you're doing it on your own as a retail investor, study carefully before you invest in your stocks. Thank you so much. Have a great day.